Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Today, we discuss about throughout history, hygiene standards varied widely, especially among royals, who were often more obsessed with perfume and powdered wigs than soap and water. Some royal figures gained infamy for their revolting hygiene habits, and here are 8 particularly shocking examples. 1. Queen Isabella I of Castile, Spain. Isabella of Castile, a powerful figure in Spanish history, reportedly bathed only twice in her entire life, once at birth and once before her wedding. She believed frequent bathing opened the body to disease. Her deeply religious mindset saw cleanliness as vanity, and she considered dirtiness a sign of moral purity. Despite her political strength, her hygiene was legendarily poor, and her clothes were said to be soaked in perfume to cover the odor. 2. King Louis XIV of France, the Sun King, known for his opulent lifestyle and the grandeur of Versailles, was paradoxically filthy. Louis XIV supposedly bathed only twice in his entire life. His courtiers described his body as being covered in foul-smelling sores. Rather than bathing, he masked odors with layers of perfume. Medical treatments of the day often involved bleeding and applying herbal plasters, but regular washing was considered dangerous and discouraged. 3. King James VI and Scotland and England. King James, who ruled both Scotland and England, loathed bathing. He believed water could carry disease into the skin. He avoided washing his hands or face, and it was said that he never changed his clothes until they were falling apart. His court was known for its stench, and even those close to him complained of the filth and lice that infested his garments. 4. Tsar Peter the Great of Russia. Despite modernizing much of Russia and bringing in Western ideas, Peter the Great's personal hygiene left much to be desired. He often avoided regular bathing and was known for having extremely poor table manners, spitting, throwing bones, and wiping his nose on his sleeve. His behavior often shocked European diplomats, who found him brilliant but barbaric. 5. Marie Antoinette. France, though remembered for her lavish lifestyle and fashion, Marie Antoinette rarely bathed. French aristocracy at the time believed that water spread disease, so instead of washing, they powdered their wigs, doused themselves in perfume, and wore heavily scented clothes. Her undergarments were often soiled, and servants noted that strong-smelling flowers were placed in her boudoir to mask the stench. 6. Emperor Ferdinand I of Austria. Ferdinand I, known for his severe epilepsy and physical deformities, also had disturbing hygiene habits. Due to his mental and physical ailments, regular bathing was seen as too dangerous or impractical. His caretakers avoided washing him often, and his rooms were filled with overwhelming stenches from his unwashed body and bedclothes. 7. Queen Elizabeth I. England. The Virgin Queen, iconic and powerful, was not a fan of water. Elizabeth reportedly claimed she bathed once a month whether she needed it or not. Instead of washing, she relied on perfumes and scented oils. Her teeth were famously blackened due to her love of sweets, and her breath was said to be unbearable. In her later years. 8. King Henry IV of France. Though loved by the people, Henry IV's hygiene was appalling. He rarely bathed and was described by courtiers as having an unbearable odor. One mistress reportedly fainted from his stench. His refusal to bathe was rooted in the widespread belief that washing with water weakened the body and exposed it to disease. These royal figures, though powerful and influential, lived in a time when bathing was feared rather than encouraged. Perfume, powder, and heavy fabrics often took the place of soap and water, creating a culture of filth hidden beneath luxury. The disgusting hygiene habits of these royals weren't just personal quirks, they reflected the medical ignorance and cultural norms of their times. Many believed that water could penetrate the skin and allow disease to enter the body. This fear was reinforced by the plague and other epidemics, which were often blamed on bad air and moisture, not on bacteria or viruses, which wouldn't be understood until centuries later. Royal courts were dens of disease, even as they dazzled with gold, silk, and jewels. Servants changed clothes and bed linens rarely. Chamber pots were emptied out of windows. Personal grooming meant combing lice from wigs or applying thick layers of white lead-based makeup. which caused rotting skin beneath. Dental hygiene was non-existent, with rotting teeth and foul breath being common even among monarchs. Interestingly, while Eastern cultures, such as in the Ottoman Empire, Persia, India, and China valued cleanliness and regular bathing, European royalty clung to backward ideas. Turkish baths and Japanese onsen were considered refined and sacred, while European monarchs wore filthy layers of brocade over unwashed bodies. Despite their palaces and power, many of these monarchs suffered skin diseases, parasites, infections, and dental decay. Their poor hygiene had consequences beyond personal health. It influenced politics, medicine, and even public perceptions of the divine right of kings. Over time, especially in the 18th and 19th centuries, science began to challenge these beliefs. Soap became more common, plumbing improved, and hygiene slowly became fashionable. By the 20th century, royalty had become models of cleanliness and public health. But the memory of these filthy monarchs remains a powerful and often shocking reminder that wealth and status don't always mean self-care or common sense. Want to know how their hygiene compared to the commoners of their day? In some cases, peasants who bathed in rivers or used herbal steam rooms were actually cleaner than their kings.